Well, you've been asking for it, and here you go. I have someone who went through my whole big deal Authority Creators Lab course, and she's here to tell you about how it was for her, how she's now become a 7-time best-selling author. At the time we filmed this, I think she was only one time. So from filming to now, she's become a seven-time best-selling author. And all of it kind of hinged on what she learned in the Authority Creators Lab. Her name is Marcy Cody, RN. Yes, she is a real RN. She's retired now, but her whole mission in life is for you to live a happier, healthier life in your older age, because she said if you can walk now or walker later. I thought that was always so cool. I love that. And so when she came into the program with me, she had just come off a devastating thing with Amazon, had closed her account. She didn't get her book done, and just her business was stagnant. So working with me took care of all that. Like I said, she's now a 7-time best-selling author. She coaches. She is still on her mission to help you live the best life ever, no matter what your age is. And so without any further ado, let's check out Marcia.
My team is working. There we go. My next guest could not be on live today. And I wanted to say this in the beginning, but I was really kind of like, like, "Rah, I'm out here. I'm trying to do stuff." So, in the last couple of weeks, unfortunately, we know about the pandemic and all the people that have passed on and stuff. A couple of my clients have had people that have passed. I mean, I have one of my clients that's in the program. Her brother-in-law passed, and Marcia, and she's the one that was going to be on next. But she did a video, so I'm going to play that for you in a second. But I also wanted to say my coach, Amy, her grandmother, she got word was not doing really well, and they thought that she was going to pass. And then there's just been a plethora of other people, and even one of the people who are coming on, their dog got hit. It's just so hit and killed. So it's one of those things where we just have to take a moment and just be thankful for where we are in life right now. Be thankful that we're alive. Be thankful that we're able to walk this earth. Be thankful that you're able to be here to look at me and I'm able to share with you, because life is very precious, and we don't know when our time is up. We don't know what's going to happen. This last year and this year are certainly proven that, it's craziness. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rev up this video, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed that it plays okay and all that. So just give me a second.
Hello, I'm Marcy Cody, RN of marcycodyrn.com, and I have been a registered nurse since 1992. Yes, almost 30 years. And guess what? Now I am an Amazon best-selling author. Yes, thanks to Carol Dunlop and the Authority Creators Lab. So just wanted to stop by to say, hey, and to talk to you about my journey. So basically, as I said, I'm a registered nurse, and I am a longevity coach, and I'm also a faith-based wellness nurse and a community outreach nurse. And I have founded Temple Under Construction Ministries, the Temple Transformers Facebook group, as well as Highest Praise Dance Fitness, which is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and we teach praise dance fitness. And we have an online course where we certify people to be praise dance fitness leaders. Yeah. And that is highestpraisedancefitness.com. So I wear many hats, and I'm still working as a community outreach nurse. And I talk to the seniors. I'm working from home, thank goodness. And I talk to the seniors about COVID and about boosting their immunity and how to deal with COVID, like mentally and all that stuff. And so the book that we wrote, and yes, it's now Amazon bestseller, is 90 Ways to Age Vibrantly. A baby, I'm going to get tongue tied. A baby boomer's devotional journal. So basically, this is a 90-day guided journal with 90 ways that you can tweak your daily routine so that your 85-year-old self will be more vibrant, yes, and healthy and have some money in his pocket. And yeah, be able to thrive at 85 instead of just barely survive. Okay. Yeah. So we're excited about 90 ways to age vibrantly. And so, you know, my whole life has been about teaching people to do things that will help them in the long run. Because once you get a diagnosis, sometimes it's too late. So if you can change your ways early on, this can be very beneficial to you. So that has been my life's mission, to teach people. So this was my third book. My first book was, so how did I get to start writing? So I was a victim of domestic violence, and my first two marriages were physically abusive. It's okay because they both preceded me in death. Now, I pray for them and I ask God to bless them. But he said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And they just happened to die before me, like long time before me. So anyway, it's not funny, but while I was going through that, I read a book by T.D. Jakes called Woman, Thou Art Loosed. A lot of you may have read this. Anyway, in the book, it said, some little girl needs to hear your story. And so I could tell the story about how I escaped with my life. And my second husband, actually, a few months after I escaped, the police called me and asked me if I knew his whereabouts because they found a dead body on his back porch. Yeah, and that could have been me because he strangled me so many times. He was so strong. He would lift me up with one hand by my throat. And when I say, I can't breathe, he would say, yes, you can, because if you could breathe, you couldn't talk. So anyway, I survived that. So I said, yeah, I need to tell my story. So I wrote a book called, well, actually, it is totally to do with health. It's called Be Healthy, a Christian alternative to weight loss diets. So it was a download that God gave me. It was the Power of God acronym. And each one of those letters was a scripture about being healthy and about how your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit and you need to treat it like it's a temple and not like it's a garbage dump. So that was my first book. I self-published it. I wrote it, I self-published it, and I did have an editor who helped, flower it up a little bit and stuff like that. But um, I didn't really know what I was doing, and it was available on Amazon, but it really didn't go anywhere because I'm still working full time, trying to raise 3 kids by myself, and just didn't take time to really promote it or anything like that. So fast forward, the second book was The Three Little Kids Meet Wally Wolf, Healthy Choices or Consequences. Now, this is a children's book for children like maybe 3 to 10, and it shows three little kids. It's sort of parallel to the story of the three little pigs, where they're building their house, which is their body, from sticks, bricks, or straw. Of course, bricks are the wholesome, healthy food. Sticks are processed food, and straw is, you guessed it, junk food. So it shows the kids from like kindergarten all the way to senior citizen and how their food choices and how their physical activity or inactivity affected them throughout the lifespan. Because, children can't even imagine being an adult. They can't even imagine being like their next birthday. So really, so this is really a stretch for the kids, and it's really more for the parents, but the kids love it. It's full color and all that. So what I didn't understand about book producing was that when you have a full color glossy book, it's expensive to print. And so the cost of it was really not, wasn't cost effective. So I printed like maybe 100 of them and sold them. And I still have like one left, which is like my prize, but it's now ebook. And nowadays kids are just fine on the computer, on their tablets, you know, because they're doing school that way anyway. So yeah, so it's an ebook. But yeah, so that's book number 2. Now book number 3, on my Temple Transformers group, we have challenges. And the challenges are different challenges, physical challenges mostly. Well, this particular challenge we had was a self preservation challenge. So everyone in the group was supposed to bring self-preservation tips, like what are they doing to preserve themselves? Basically, what are they doing so that when they get old, they'll be okay? And so it was a 21-day challenge. So we ended up with 21 different tips. But guess what? Nobody's bringing nothing to the table. So I ended up doing most of the doggone research. And then they were saying, oh, this is good. You should have this all in one place. And I'm like, well, all the videos are saved and you can come back and look at them whenever. And they're like, but we really need it in one place. So I said, okay, well, I'll write a book. And so I put all the stuff together and went to upload it on Amazon, and there was some type of glitch and they blocked it and all this other stuff. So in the meantime, Carol reached out to me and was telling me about her Authority Creators Lab. And so I'm like, you know what? This is perfect timing. I will do my book with Carol. And that's how we ended up having 9 other co-authors. And that's how we ended up getting to the Amazon bestseller. Yes. So that was exciting. So, okay, sorry about that. I lost my train of thought. So, how did we do it? So, with the co-authors, now, Carol asked me if I would do it again. Having 10 co-authors is like herding kittens. I mean, it's like trying to get everyone going in the same direction at the same time is a chore, especially with all the different ways of communication. I started a Facebook group, like a private Facebook group just for the co-authors, thinking that I could just post there and every, you know, announcements and everybody would read it and then I would be done. But I found out a lot of people don't go on Facebook every day. So I ended up doing the Facebook post, then texting, then doing instant messenger and email because nobody did them all and everybody only did one or so. So anyway, it was a labor of love. And the co-authors ended up, there were really only out of the 10, I would say 3 of them that really promoted it and really, you know, cooperated with everything that I wanted them to do, like doing a live push on launch day, because that's how we got it to come bestseller. So we picked a launch day and then we all decided to do live on Facebook every so often, like every hour. And then we just watched it go up the charts until it hit bestseller. Once it hits above number 100, it's considered a bestseller. And our book got all the way up to number 6 bestseller and number 1 new release. So that was super exciting. So then you just take the screenshot and you hit it. So we are bestsellers. And what that has brought to me, well, before the book actually launched, we did a pre-sale. So we sold the books ahead of time. So we made money like that. I had sponsors. I made money like that. I also had I said the pre-sales. Also, I have my PDFs and I have other ways to make money. I have been on summits. So this is my second summit this month, and I'm going to be the speaker at another summit next week. So 3 summits in the month of January. So when you have bestseller next to your name, it makes you viable for all these different things. Okay. So, and we have a podcast coming out too, we're working on. So I'm excited about that. So my free gifts are, the first one is 52 tools to boost your immunity. So just come to marcycodyrn.com and click on the free gift, and you will receive an email with your PDF of the boosting immunity PDF. Once you receive that, just reply back. Please send me the other two free gifts, and I will send you a PDF of the Three Little Kids Meet Wally Wolf and 52 tools to achieve and maintain a healthy weight on a budget. Yeah, you get all three. So just come to marcycodyrn.com. That's marcycodyrn.com and click on free gift, and you will get your first gift and then reply back to that to give me the other two, and I will personally send you the other two. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for your attention. Remember, do something today that your future 85-year-old self will thank you for. And walk now or walk or later. That is all. Carry on.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. Where is this? Let's get rid of that. All right, I am back. As you can see, Marcia is she's just a bowl of laughs. I tell you, she just keeps us all in stitches all of the time. So and I'm so happy and proud of her, because when she came to me, she was like, Carol, I don't know what about this book. Da, 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 da. And we got that book done in, you want to hear, 90 days. 90 days, got that book done. She got her co-authors and she got bestseller, and now she's moving on. She is, even though she said she wasn't going to do it again, she is thinking about adding to the series 90 Ways to Age Vibrantly, the millennial version. So, hey, you never know what you say you're going to do or what you're not going to do, but she is great.
Isn't Marcia inspiring? She really, really is. I loved working with her. I still work with her now and doing different things. She doesn't need me nearly as much, but that's good. That's what I want for my clients. They don't need me nearly as much, but they're still doing great and awesome stuff. So I am so happy that she came into my world, that God brought us together as an awesome pair. So I hope you enjoyed that video. You learned a lot of things about being a best-selling author and what it's done for Marcia and what it can do for you as well. And remember, you can get the whole entire summit bundle and save 20% by going to csicorporation.com/summit bundle. That is all the videos that I have in the 4 summits that I've done all together, and you'll get all of them. Plus, you get all the freebies that come along with them, all the extras and things that you would get for normally purchasing one summit, but you'll have all 4 of them. And if you haven't already, make sure that you check out Melissa Hinton in talking about what it's like to work with a virtual assistant. She will set aside some rumors, some myths, some misconceptions, and get down to the real truth, and you can't miss it. So that's all I have for now. Thanks. See you again next time.